Rowan was known throughout his village as the laziest boy anyone had ever met, a boy who would rather watch clouds drift across the sky than lift a finger to help with chores or schoolwork. And although everyone around him tried to shake him from his careless ways, he always shrugged and convinced himself that tomorrow would be a better day to begin anything important. His favorite phrase was "there's still time," and he clung to it so tightly that he never realized how quickly time was slipping through his fingers. One morning, his father, tired of seeing his son waste his days, asked him to accompany him to the fields, but Rowan refused, promising he would come later, only to wake up and discover that a furious storm had destroyed a large part of their crops. His father, drenched, exhausted, and heartbroken, simply said, "If only you had helped earlier, we could have saved so much." And those quiet words pierced Rowan more deeply than any scolding ever had. Still, laziness clung to him like a shadow, and weeks later he failed an important school exam because he had put off studying until the night before, assuming things would somehow work out. Humiliated and discouraged, he walked home slowly, wondering why life seemed so harsh to him when others succeeded so easily. That evening, his grandmother, who had watched him grow from a cheerful child into an indifferent teenager, asked him to sit beside her, and she handed him an old hourglass she had treasured since her youth. The sand flowed steadily, neither pausing nor rushing, and she told him softly, "Life does not stop for anyone. If you waste your moments, they are gone forever." Her voice carried a weight that struck something deep inside him, and for the first time he truly saw how much he had thrown away: opportunities, trust, potential, and time. Determined to change, Rowan woke up early the next morning, surprising everyone as he rushed to help his father in the fields and later opened his books instead of pushing them aside. But it wasn't easy. Laziness tugged at him, whispering that he could relax, and the habit of procrastination tried to pull him back. Yet he persisted, reminding himself of the storm-ruined crops, his father's weary eyes, his failed exam, and the steady falling sand in the hourglass. Days turned into weeks, and slowly Rowan began to transform. He became more disciplined, more responsible, and even started motivating his classmates to manage their time wisely. Eventually he stood among the top students in his class, and his teachers praised not just his intelligence but his dedication. One day, during a school assembly, he delivered a speech about his journey from laziness to purpose, holding up the same hourglass his grandmother had given him and saying, "This taught me something priceless. Time is the only thing that once lost, can never be returned. Respect it, and it will reward you." The entire hall applauded, but what meant the most to him was seeing pride in his father's eyes, something he once feared he would never earn. From that day forward, whenever he felt the temptation to delay a task or waste a day, he watched the grains of sand fall and reminded himself of the boy he used to be and the boy he had worked hard to overcome. And so, the once lazy Rowan became a living reminder to everyone around him that life changes not when time gives you chances, but when you finally learn to value the time you already have.